Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. We are going to explore the Supabase client using REST APIs, how we can fetch data, how we can get the count, how we can filter, and what all Supabase provides us out of the box for the REST APIs. So let's directly get started. Let me first show you the project in which I will be doing and the table structure of it. So let's directly go to the table editor. In the table editor, we have a schema of geo. In this, we have only one table and these are views. So in the nodes table, we have four columns: ID, message, location, and created at. ID is an int, message is in text, location is a geography type, and created at is a timestamp type. Geography type is from the PostGIS extension. So let's go to the VS Code and see how we can call the REST APIs and what all features Supabase provides us. So we are in the VS Code. Here you can see I have a Svelte component and I have an onMount method where I'm just calling a function and calling the Supabase and getting the data. Just think of it like calling a Supabase from any application. The Svelte application doesn't matter. You can call it from React, Svelte, or even from Fetch APIs, Postman, or anything. Let me show you the Supabase client that I have set up. So in this, I'm just using the create client function that I get from Supabase JS package. And then in this, we have provided three parameters: domain, API token, and then an option in which we are supplying the schema. So schema is required as we are not using the public schema, we are using the GTS schema. So this is about setting up the client. Then let me close this. And so this is a simple query to selecting everything from a table. So this is the syntax. From is the method, then the table name, then dot select, and star is used to select everything. So let's see the console. So this is the data that we got. It is an object where we are getting the count, data, error, status, and status text. So in the data we have the array, like the complete table. So this is selecting everything. Let me clear the console. So let's select something by ID. The syntax is same, just a method is added, that is .eq method. The first parameter is the column and the second is the value. Let's see what we got output in the console. So we get a array. In this we get a single object. So let's try to select it single, like currently it is in the array. Let's try to just select the object. So for that, Supabase have single method. Let's see how it works. We just need to add dot single, change the single method, and let's see the console. So in the console, now data is an object. So let's move to the VS Code. Now select some specific column. So for specifying the column that we need to select, we just need to provide a comma separated string to the select method. So we are going to select ID, message, and location. Let's see what we got the output. So we got an array in the data key. In this, we just have ID, location, and message. Let me try to remove the location and show you. Let's see the console, and in the console we see we only have ID and message. So this way we can just filter out the columns or the data that we need. This is something like GraphQL where we can demand for the things that we need instead of getting the complete data. Let's clear the console, go to VS Code again, and now let's filter on a column. So let's filter on the created at. So the syntax is something like this. There is a filter method, and then the first parameter is the column name, second parameter is the operator, and the third parameter is the value. So let's see what we got in the console. So we got 10 results, and let's try to filter this also out. So just observe the date. We are filtering on the date, so everyone would be less than 4th of June, like created at that are less than 4th of June. So you can see everyone's created at is less than 4th of June. Let's go to VS Code again. Meanwhile, I will clear the console. Now we'll be filtering on multiple columns. So we can change multiple filter methods to filter on multiple columns. Or we can even use the same column to add two types of filter. Here I have added a filter on the message where I am using the I like operator. So this is the like operator in the console, and then this is the value that we send. It will give me everything that HEY string in it. Let's save and see the output. In the output we get two objects. You can see the message, both are having hey. Let's move to VS Code again. Let's get the count of the data. So for getting the count, we can provide a second parameter to the select method that specify count. So there are three types that we can supply to the count, that is estimated, exact, and planned. All these are different. I will explain this in my upcoming video. Let's just do the exact one for now. So in the exact, if we see, let me show you the console. So in the console, you can see like we are having data as well as the count also. In the above, there is count is null. So the count is 10 and data is also having 10 objects. So let's move to VS Code. If we want to select the count and not the data, we can provide the head key to the second parameter of the select method. So this is false by default. That means we are getting the data. If we supply it true, we don't get the data. Let's see what we got. So in the console, data is null and count is 10. Let's move to VS Code again. Now let's order the data. So order is simple chain order method. The first parameter is the column name and the second parameter is an object that have few properties in it. Ascending, that can be true or false. So by this we can pass the that we need the data in the ascending or the descending order. Then there is null first, that we need nulls first in the data. And then there is reference table. I will explain all this in my upcoming video. So for now, let's see the output. See the data. The data will be ordered by created at, which is in the descending order. So let me reverse the condition and then show you the output. So if I made this true, that means I will get the object that was created at first, I will get it at top. Let's see what we got in the console. So in the console, you can see we got the same result, the same data, but we got the data in the order of created at ascending. That is that the data it was created at first, you will get it at top. Now let me clear the console. Let's move to VS Code again. And if you need to limit the data, we can just use the limit operator. I will see the range operator afterwards. So let's apply a limit of 5. If I just save, go to the console, and you can see we got only 5 objects. Let us go to VS Code again. If we want to add an offset to add paginations, we can just use the range method. First parameter, first row that we get, and then it will give us till the 10 results, like from 0 to 10, both inclusive. Let's see what we got in the console. So in the console, you can see like we get 11 because 0 is also included and 10 is also included. Let's just see the data. The ID is 77 on top, right? And last one is 51. Let's move to VS Code. Now I will add range to 20 and then the lower bound would be 10. Let me save and go to the console. We got only 6 results because there are only 16 results in total. So you can see like ID 51 to 46, and on the top we got 77 to 51. 51 is in both the results because both are inclusive, like the lower bound and upper bound both are inclusive. So that's it. In the next video I will be explaining about reference table and everything about referencing data, like relationship, one to one, many to one to many, and all. So that's it for the video. I hope you like it. If you like the video, do hit the like button, and for more such content, do subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so that you get notified whenever I release a new video.